Moving on, let's go over to Margaux now.
Thank you. We know COVID-19 has changed so much of the world around us, and for people who are suffering from things like opioid abuse disorder, now more than ever is when they may be needing or seeking out help. But what do you do when the world around you is essentially shut down or maneuvering the way they operate? Well, I spoke with someone from the Community Renewal Team in Hartford in their medical assisted treatment program to try and help those who suffer from this disease. Take a listen.
I oversee our Suboxone and recovery support program at Community Renewal Team located at 330 Market Street. I have a team of 2 staff, and I also oversee the medical team in prescribing Suboxone to help assist with individuals who are challenged by opioid use disorder and want to obtain recovery.
So we obviously know now with the coronavirus, people, it's harder for them. Like I spoke with someone who's in AA, they're doing virtual classes. You have to get this medication to people. So how has that changed for you? How are you guys doing that?
What's changed is that we have been incorporating telemedicine and telehealth options for the clientele that have access to a cellular device. We also have remained open on site, which I think is really important, like you said, during this time for those who do not have access to a cellular device, whether they be homeless or they are released from prison and they need to obtain recovery. They need this medication and services. So with proper PPE, CRT's doors have remained open. We utilize a pharmacy that does delivery options so that individuals don't have to put themselves at risk and having to go to that pharmacy to pick up the medication. So we're trying to prevent individuals from going to the hospital right now, right? So when somebody's going through withdrawal and you're trying to induct them on methadone or Suboxone, there's a chance that things could go wrong, right? Especially if the individual is not in a certain level of withdrawal. If you give them Suboxone, it will put them into precipitated withdrawal, which means they would have to go to the hospital. So we believe that, inducting people that are actively using on Suboxone virtually, it's still not best practice because we want to provide the correct supervision and support to that individual, especially when that person would have to access the emergency room, and then that would cause a whole bunch of other related issues. So people that are actively using daily for opioids, they would come in with proper PPE, we would do our policies and procedures and make sure that person is safely inducted onto Suboxone. So that's really why they would come on site.
All right, our big thanks to the folks at Community Renewal Team for all the great work that they do. Good to see that there are both virtual options, delivery options, and if you need it, there's in-person options as well. If you're interested in getting that information, you can head to fox61.com for more. If you also know of somebody else who is working during this time, if their job or their industry has changed during COVID-19, send us an email, workinct@fox61.com or share61@fox61.com.